Good morning. It is trout season in Tennessee. So today is almost the second week of December. We have overcast skies today. And there's some rain coming. Hopefully it's not going to be too much or too bad, but that's okay. It's trout season, and I'm going to use live worms today for trout. The last couple of years I've used worms, jigs, spinners. I've used those little trout balls that you can buy, the pink ones and yellow ones and green ones, and then there's those little ones with the little squiggly tail, which do pretty good. But this particular place I'm going is a very small creek, and there's not there should be a little bit of water running today after the rain day before yesterday, so there'll be some water flow, but it's not deep and it's not a big creek. I mean, when I say not big, it's 15-20 feet across at best. And so I won't need a float and those other types of lures, especially the one with the squiggle tail, because that one does really good in the fast water. If you get the right depth and you let that thing float out there, and that little tail wiggles, and the trout just can't stand it. They just eat it up. But I gotta say though, my best luck on trout fishing has always been with live worms and just dropped on the bottom, because those fish, they're hanging by the bottom most of the time, and they're in current, and what they're doing, they're looking for stuff that's flowing down, if you will, with the current, and they just eat it up. So I use a very small split shot, small hook, and a good chunk of worm, and I try and get it where to just kind of roll with the current down, and hopefully I put it in front of some of the fish. Now, some of the other ways you catch them is the fish will school up in some of the deeper pockets on this small river or creek, and then I just throw them in there, and they pretty much just get it. They don't always eat it, but I got a lot better chance than not with the live worms. So that's what we're going to do today. Looks like we might have a little bit of rain moving in. Hopefully it'll just move through, and then I can fish and stay relatively dry. I don't care if I get wet. It's 60 degrees today in Tennessee. Hey, that's perfect. I got a raincoat, I got a hoodie, I got some rubber boots. I'm gonna be just fine. So come with me. Let's catch some trout. We will do a catch, clean, and cook with these trout, and that should be a lot of fun. So come with me, let's get to it. All right, so we're arrived at the creek. Let's see. Let's see what we look like. Man, it's a wet, soft day out here. I know that. That is for sure. Not too overgrown though. Oh yeah. Well, I just found out they hadn't released the trout yet, so I might get to watch them this year. I've never seen them release them. They said they're waiting on the trout to get here so I can be down here when they release. We'll show you what that's like. That ought to be pretty fun. Oh, there's the tube. So what it looks like, the trout are going to go in this tube and go into the creek. From the fish hatchery. Ooh. So apparently they come from the Flintville fish hatchery. So he's having a little bit of trouble. All right, so they started releasing them. What I've got is my dad's 1970 Fenwick. It's only 5 feet. I got some 4-pound test on here with a That's the first one of the day. Hooked him with the circle hook right where it should have hooked him. He's walking around big time. Let's see if we can get another one here. All right, so that was a 1-fish day. Got a nice 12-inch trout for dinner tonight. Fished about a total of 2.5 hours. They just weren't biting. They were kind of shocked. The water wasn't cold enough. It was super it was super fast today, which, you know, they like that and they're used to that. So I think a lot of them ran upstream. So tomorrow if I come back, I'm gonna start upstream and work my way down. And I'll bring you guys along with me. This is Summertime Kev on Kevin 11 Outdoor Adventures on YouTube. Thanks for watching it. Hey, don't go away. I'm gonna show you the cook real quick. Now, I did go the next day. That's video 2, or episode 2 of this 2-part video. So go check it out. I went back to Don Fox, the same place, came back the next day and did a lot better. And of course, looking at the cooking the trout, you can tell that's more than one. And I figured out, I didn't show the cleaning, but you can fillet those just like you do a crappie or any other kind of fish to get the, you know, cut the bones off of. You just got to trim away the rib cage. The only thing about the trout is, you know, that if they're 10 or 11 inches or maybe even 11.5 inches, they're hard to get a lot of meat off of them. You got to really trim them right. But anyway, this is me cooking and making a plate of food, and it was so good. I mean, fresh trout, there's nothing like it. I hope to see you guys next time on the next adventure on Kevin 11 Outdoor Adventures. I'm Summertime Kev. Thanks for joining me. I'll see you next time. Oh yeah, one more thing. Don't leave yet. The next video, I come back and I show you catching a bunch of fish, and then the following video, the third of this part, I go to another creek across town and I catch a bunch of trout, and that one is really good. I can't wait to see you guys later. Take it easy.